Yo.
What it do? It's the Man to Man Sports Podcast, and I'm your man, Mr. Man, the host, Mr. Man. Excuse me, I want my guy Nate.
Hold on.
I'm a little upset, man.
First of all, I can see in the introduction.
Look,
I can see,
bro. I'm a little upset.
Uh-huh.
The Monday Night Football game is on. I got San Francisco in this little league I'm in. I got them. It's a pro pick. All we doing is picking a winner.
The one with Corey? No,
it's not. It was with an old friend of mine that used to work for Sherwin-Williams. Shout out to Morris. But anyway, I was in first place, and this week I picked so many bad teams, man. Daggone, I'm down. I'm about to be in third place, man.
Ooh.
One for first to third, and if San Francisco lose, I'm finna be in. I just go to next time. I'm just upset.
Hey, well, my thing is, I thought you were mad because you said you had no toilet tissue to the house.
What that got to do with anything?
That's what I thought you had to say. I was like, well, that sound like somebody needs to
look, if I'm gonna have something in the house, it's definitely gonna be toilet tissue.
Hey, like, somebody gonna be raw.
I'm gonna have toilet tissue.
I'm just stating facts. I'm like, well, you got a problem, sir. I just want you to know that. But I mean, to be honest, though, I just think it's just like I said, you're not gonna know in the NFL season. You're not gonna know what people are gonna do till you get to that 8th game, 9th game. Now, what surprised me yesterday was the New England Patriots.
Oh yeah.
Beat the Buffalo Bills. That was a good game.
So, I know that's a surprise to you. So let me ask this question because everybody, well not everybody, but most people, because of the play last year or the last couple of years, Buffalo has been trending up like they were going to do something. Yeah. What do you think is Buffalo a
serious contender?
A serious contender, or are they just in a bad spot right now?
I think they are a serious contender for the conference, but as in like a Super Bowl, I think you have to put them in like the top 5, 5 to 8 region because you know they're not the best team, but can they make a stride?
They got a potential.
Yeah, they got the potential to be good. Yes, because of the defense and because of the offense. Well put together. It ain't like Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Now, who I think is a season front runner, as in like during the season, like regular season, I'm probably a little biased, but the Ravens. I do think, with their win yesterday, I think it was 38-6. It was up 20. Yeah. They was up 29-0 at one point.
Yeah.
I think that shows what they can do. They have a lot of weapons and stuff on that side.
Well, that's a pretty impressive win, especially against a tough Detroit team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a very impressive win. So I kind of agree with you on that. But I hope, Baltimore is hitting their stride because they were kind of shaking the first 2 or 3 games. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, and that's why I say you gotta see kind of what these teams are made of. Like you might know who they have and know what. Even with the loss that they had, their receivers dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was a lot of drop balls.
Yeah,
like
it was like that was a tremendous amount. You know what I mean? Like it ain't. I mean, yeah, Lamar had a bad game, but that didn't help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So from that spectrum, you got them. Obviously, the 49ers are coming to play, and they always gonna have something to say. How your Falcons looking?
They won yesterday against Tampa Bay on the Georgia Southern alum. Cool. They still got a long way to go.
I didn't get none of that. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I graduated from Georgia Southern. He went to Georgia, so that's why cool.
Oh well, Brandon, homeboy Brandon, the one in Madison, Lake Coney. He is Georgia Southern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Brandon.
Hey, guess what, Brandon? It still sucks. Hey, you right? What? Who you like? Who do you like?
I mean, the Falcons are. Let's just be honest. They're in a rebuild phase, man. They're not going to be a contender.
But how long they going to be in a rebuild stage? They've been in a rebuild stage since Michael Vick. Like that, like I mean, come on, like I mean, yeah, Matt Ryan, they went up there that one time, and I'm getting a lot of eyes looking at me right now, but still, Matt Ryan went up there and
They,
showed everybody
well,
his real parts,
hold on.
and,
Martin, hey, Martin also said in that same episode,
what?
ladies and gentlemen, we almost had another
Yeah.
altercation.
Hey. Well, I'm just stating facts. I mean, besides that
You got
one
to
year,
look.
besides
Get a Reaper. Get a Reaper.
besides that one year, I'll just say it. Besides that one year, what have they done for me lately?
That's a song.
But look, Falcon fans. That's
I'm
one
just
thing
saying.
about Falcon fans. We gonna be loyal until there's no more Falcons. at all.
Y'all gonna be loyal till y'all go
As y'all can see.
0-15.
Atlanta all day, baby. Atlanta all day.
Hey, well, honestly speaking though.
You better be glad it's a podcast.
Honestly speaking, what do you feel y'all need to win? Besides the quarterback.
Well, they definitely need some receivers.
Okay.
Another receiver to go on the other side of London. I think they definitely need a linebacker core, man. I think their front line with the defense is pretty good, and they need the offensive line. So they need quite a bit. They need quite a bit.
Do you think have they been attacking that in the draft, or is it just one of those things they need to trade for, or try to get people in the free agency market?
I think part of the problem is once you trade like who they traded, they got somebody big. I think once you get somebody big, I can't remember exactly what the trade, but
Mariota.
definitely wasn't him. But sometimes you give up a lot of draft picks
Yeah.
to get a good a quality player, and I think that's what their part of their problem is. I think they gave up so many draft picks at one time that they were so low in the draft. I think this year was their first. This past was their first time they was kind of high to get a draft pick. So it just kind of
They might need to get Caleb Williams from USC. He didn't look that well this past weekend, but
Oh no, he got
But-
he got beat
but-
up a little bit.
hear me out. I know you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. Hear me out. He has the mobility to string y'all along while you have no offensive line.
Well,
And that's what y'all need. But the thing about it is, when y'all get a person that has mobility, y'all still don't get the offensive line, and just expect them to just keep doing it.
I think it's a combination of so many things, but I think the biggest thing is you get these quarterbacks who had great college careers, and then you put them on a team and you don't put the right system. Instead of creating a system around them and what they can do, you try to implement what you already been doing and having these guys trying to adapt to your schemes. However, some guys they may get it right away year one. Some guys it may not take them till 2 or 3 years. And then by that time your rookie contract is up, and then you're shipped off, or maybe you're second string again, and you're not really reaching your potential. But I think Ritter has shown some flashes because they won games this year. They won games some good games. However, you always hear me say, whether I'm at work or wherever the case may be, consistency is the key. Huh?
Go ahead.
What you said?
Go ahead.
Man, watch out. But anyway, consistency is the key, right? Consistency is the key. So if he improves over the next several games and ends the season with some decent numbers, I think you might see Ritter.
Where you came from? Cincinnati?
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you just never know, man. You just never know. Everybody knows the story of Tom Brady. It was a very low draft pick.
Yeah, but that's rare.
That's what I'm saying. But you just never know.
And you don't put Atlanta and Falcons and rare in the same sentence.
Well, I'm just saying, you just never know. You never know what happens until they get to that point. That's what I'm saying. So this is only his rookie year. We'll see what happens in the next 2 or 3 years. So.
Okay, so I think y'all just need a complete overhaul. I think. How long you have a new coach here? 2 years? 3?
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years? Yeah. Y'all might have to scrap it off.
Well, and that's another problem too with the Falcons.
They coaches they done been through quite a few of them.
Yeah, they went through a lot of coaches in the last several years.
Why y'all ain't go get Sean?
Sean Payton?
Yeah.
Sean Payton probably looked at it and said, "Man, hell no, I ain't gonna."
Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't. Y'all need something. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those things like y'all need a high profile player, because yeah, like you said, y'all got the fans. Y'all gonna support, right?
Yeah, we gonna do that.
But y'all been down for a long time.
Yeah.
Y'all almost like the Georgia fans. Been down for like a long time. And you see where the Georgia fans at? They actually went to championship and won and did something. And now
You taking shots at us, man?
No, I ain't taking shots. I'm just saying y'all black and red. You know, it's what it is. But I do.
I'm about to say,
Anyways,
you lose some brownie points here, man.
I do think. Well, the brownies weren't cooked all the way. I do think. I do think. I do think though. I think the front office has to do better.
Get him out of here.
Hey, I do think the last. I mean, think about it. Besides that 1 year, and then the Michael Vick era, and then hold up. Wait a minute. That's a trend. How long has Arthur Blank been, like? How long has he been over the Atlanta Falcons? Forever, right?
Forever.
All right, so Deion Sanders era when he was there for a little bit. Michael Vick era with Ward Dunn, all them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Ryan era,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to call it the era. What is the consistency or the same thing that's been happening over the last 30 years?
What are you talking about as far as them winning? Or
The organization. This just came to me.
Well, you know what? The kind of city Atlanta is, they need somebody to fit that city. Like they need somebody to come in and bring that city a lot of.
But overall, when I just named those eras, what do you see with that, and why they're in the position that they're in today?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
So what I'm getting at is, if they get a high profile player, they never build off of it. They always look at, okay, well, we got this high profile player. Let's let him do him, right?
Yeah.
We gonna pay him this money, but we're not really gonna
That's what you're saying.
invest in the whole parameter,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it ends, and when they end, guess what happens? They go down the drain, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they don't just like go like they go under the drain. Like it'd be like a 3-12 season the next season. That's a trend, right?
Yeah, they were up and down.
I just thought about that. That's a trend over now. Y'all can get mad at me all you want to. I know I got a lot of rise ups around me, but that's a trend, right? And you gotta notice what it looks like.
That's the beauty of Falcon fans, man. You could talk about us. We know what we up against. We know what we got, but we gonna support them. Y'all, that's just how we are. We gonna rise up.
Well, my thing is, like, you get a good player, and then you don't do anything else. And then when that player leaves or something happens, you go down the drain, right? So Deion, Mike Vick, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is a little shady.
He's all right. He's all right.
But y'all made it to the Super Bowl with him, right? And then he left, and then what?
He tanked, boy. I was
just saying,
bro. When I thought he was gonna go to the Colts, and he had that Frank Reich as his head coach, I was like, oh yeah, he's gonna show out. He did worse than he did.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what is y'all culture? What is the base, as in the front office? Our front office is not that good.
Well, they got a new. I can't remember his name. They got a newer, younger guy. I forget his name, and he's supposed to be bringing changes around. And I think we just, and this is another thing that I have a problem with. This is whether you're a coach, GM, player, or whatever the case may be. I think the way players are now, they're so good nowadays. They're a lot better than they were back in the day. I think a lot of people want to see results quicker. There's nobody's putting in any investment for a long haul. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this, right? And you, Atlanta Falcons fan, right? So if y'all go 0-16, right? And the next year y'all go 5-11, and then the next year y'all go 8-8, and then the next year you go 10-6. you gotta respect the process. You know what I'm saying? Like there's improvement. Like there's not gonna be only a few cases where that happen when you get a drastic change, but that's one. You get an overhaul and you get like the Tampa Bay Bucks, like you get the best player in the league and he brings a whole team with him, right?
Yeah.
And revamps everything. But that's not happening, and you're gonna be paying a tax with that because you're gonna be paying premium dollar for it.
Well, yeah, and I understand that, but that's part of the rebuild process. You know what I'm saying? That's part of when you're trying to build a brand back up again. Nothing. Anytime you have so much success, and there's always going to be a period of time where you have to start over. That's just no matter how long that ride is.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a period of time. I mean, look at the Patriots. Look how long they rode that wave. Now, Bill Belichick is.
It's now that's I think is different because Bill Belichick is also has parts in drafting players too. And now it's like what I'm looking at, and I've been analyzing that too. Was Bill Belichick actually that guy, or was Tom Brady holding everything together?
I mean,
Because he ain't did nothing since Tom Brady left, right?
Not as far as wins or going to the playoffs or anything like that.
And now we're looking at who is he drafting? What are they doing? What are they schematics?
That's what I'm saying. They're in that rebuild process.
How long Tom Brady been gone?
About 3 years, right? But anytime you have a major overhaul, especially when you rebuild, it takes some time. That's why I said there's not. It's about how fast you can do it now. You know what I'm saying? And it's
but it don't take 4 years though.
I mean, nowadays it does. I mean,
because it got worse and worse.
Because the money is a big part of it now. The money is a big part of it now.
Bill Belichick don't want to spend on dollar number. Everybody know that.
Oh, I'm just saying. But there's so many different components that changes the dynamics of a team.
I think.
And if you have a key player like Tom Brady leave, yeah, of course, that's going to, you know what I mean? Because you don't have a quarterback who can give people the ball.
I think Bill Belichick lucked up because he had Bledsoe. Bledsoe was great. And then Tom Brady took over unexpectedly, and he just never.
Well, I'm just saying, my point is, the investment technique works. Mm-hmm. It may stay even over. Let's just say a 20 year. Let's just say a coach has been a coach for 20 years at one franchise. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have highs and lows. My perfect example, Pittsburgh Steelers. How many more coaches they had since Bill Cowher?
Nah, that's where you going? Because if you look at
Mike Tomlin.
If you look at Mike Tomlin and his seasons, when the last time they had a losing season?
That's what I'm saying. But
and he had Ben was. I mean, I respect Ben, but Ben was on his last leg, last 3-4 seasons he was playing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like say. It's not always about how fast you can win. Sometimes it takes investment and it takes time. And Mike Tomlin, I think he's a proof of that.
But we talking about teams with losing records. Mike Tomlin ain't had no losing record.
I'm just saying, but even still, which
is more respect to him and the situation that they're in. If y'all had Mike Tomlin, y'all wouldn't be definitely in the position that y'all in right now.
But and also too, he doesn't even have the talent Pittsburgh. The Patriots had either.
That's coaching.
You know, that's the point I'm trying to get to. Mm-hmm. That's the point I'm trying to get to. Sometimes
put your hands out.
Well, sometimes you can't build a culture because you putting so many people, you changing so many personnel all the time. How can you build a culture within 2 or 3 years over an organization?
Show me light skin.
Who's light skin? Dude, what is? I'm trying to make a point. This joke talking about skin color.
hey, Sean. Nah, I was just talking about you had your palms like this. You was moving them.
Ladies and gentlemen,
show him.
We almost had an altercation.
Hey, show him, Mr. Man. Show him.
I'm just saying. So you have to build a culture, and you can't build a culture if you're changing head coaches and personnel every 2 to 3 years. You have to take some time and investment.
Nah. But on the other hand, how long you gonna put up with mediocrity and failure?
Well, that depends on your patience.
I mean, and to be honest, when the last time y'all, like, truthfully, how long has it been till y'all feel like y'all been like respectable in the league? Because I mean, really, to be honest, y'all are maybe 2 steps away from almost being called the Browns.
Nah, I think so many people are upset because Atlanta always has the potential and they never reach that potential. I think that's more of our problem. We always seem to have a good quarterback, a good running back, a good
I
something.
think if y'all had a great coach, y'all would be good, and like everything would kind of work out better. But that coach has to have reins of on everything.
I mean, well, see, this is another thing too. A lot of people talk about Matt Ryan and how bad he was and this and that,
Matty Ice.
but this is part of the situation is he had at one point he had 3 different head coaches with 3 different schemes, so he had to learn 3 different offenses. You know
Hold
what I'm
on.
saying?
First of all, you ain't gonna pour that on me.
I'm just
They
I'm,
get paid $millions. What does they do?
Listen, bro.
What are they? He should know different.
I wish y'all
schemes.
act like that don't mean nothing, bro. I'm telling you,
What
it
you
takes
mean? I mean, like he get paid
because
$millions.
it takes
It don't take that long.
a lot of people get paid $1 million, but they still miss assignments and they still miss plays. That ain't what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If you only have if you get a new coach, how much practice time do you actually have over the summer? You don't have that much
Awesome.
practice time. You don't have that much, and the way these guys are complaining and confessing, they don't even play that many preseason games now. So you have to be able to build a rapport by being able to play over a long period of time. Nobody improves if you're always constantly changing personnel. Because guess what?
Yeah,
Guess why? Because if whenever you leave your job, the next person's gonna be trying to implement whatever they want to implement. It's the same thing. When I leave my job,
but you implement based off the talent that you have, and that's a great coach. So you put your players in the position to win. That's why I'm disagreeing with you on it.
but that goes back to personal investment. If you had the same coach over the same amount of time, instead of changing them every 2 to 3 years, then yeah, I would agree with you.
I was fighting back on the point that you were saying them not being able to learn how to pretty much be in a new scheme. That's just like a rookie coming in, right? Like they got plenty of time to learn. Like it take a couple of games. Most.
That's not necessarily true though. But it also depends
not
on
necessarily true.
because it also depends on how well that person can accept that information. There's a lot of information that there's a lot of
Well,
times.
he ain't gonna get paid the bucks.
Well,
And he ain't gonna be playing.
until that. But that's the situation, yeah. Because you hear the stories that sometimes these
Now,
guys.
quarterbacks, you can probably get me on that.
Well, I'm
Because
just
they learn the
saying,
whole
but
play.
there's you heard situations whether it's been quarterbacks or wide receivers that don't even read the playbook, but they out there just freelancing.
Oh, like what is his name? Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel, but they out
Zero.
there.
That boy said I was there.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
said 0. Like you know how hard that is. That means he did not read anything,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. So,
and he went out and still did what he did.
but there's so many different variables and components that play into that we can dive into. But I'm just saying from the generic or general statement position, it takes time to invest in a team to build up to anything to where they're gonna be.
Man, why don't you be a coach then? Huh? You go be a coach.
Dude, I don't even want to be a store manager sometimes, let alone a coach.
Lord, here we go. Here
These
we
jokers.
go.
I mean, yeah.
Here we go. So
You remember the ending of the last podcast episode? What was I talking about? Be coachable.
Oh, I thought you were about to say BS.
No, these youngsters are not coachable because they always got somebody telling them you ain't got to do that. So you ain't got to have work ethic.
So my thing, I'm gonna end this segment off since we talking about NFL. Who is your top 3 teams to look out for this year's Super Bowl?
Philly, Miami, and San Francisco.
Why Miami?
Once they get that offense consistent, they offense, they number 1 offense in the league. They put the most points up in the league. I think once they get their stride, they're gonna be dope.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, I disagree, but we'll kind of go from there.
You're supposed to.
Hey, I'm glad you know that. I'm glad you know because we got all these Atlanta Falcons fans around me, and it's just
Rise up.
Hey, it's just something else. But
up.
I'm gonna end on that note. But hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in. Hey, tune in with all the episodes. Make sure if you don't catch us live, catch us on demand, and make sure you're not a Atlanta Falcons fan. All right, holla at y'all. Peace out.
Man to man. Yeah.
One. Action.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Man to Man
Yo.
Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Man. I'm with my guy, Nate.
You know it's player.
Hey, man, as we get ready to end this evening, man, I just want to say, man, y'all continue to love one another, man. With all the stuff that's going on in this world, we talking about celebrities and having their business out, their personal business out. We're not naming no names. But instead of talking about people, man, y'all do an intervention. If you really truly love somebody, do an intervention on them, man. Be there for them, support them, and get them through their tough times, because we all need somebody else, man. And with all the state of depression going higher, anxiety going higher, mental health going higher, people unliving themselves, y'all see about somebody. Call on them, check on them, see what's going on with them, man. You never know what's going on in life, man. So continue to love one another. Keep God first. It's man to man.
Yo.